Alright, so here's a farm within Donut SMP. I put six pages on this side, and I've put 6 pages on this side, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I did. I'd split them up through this hole, because if I just put 12 pages on this side, it probably would have been like 8 and then 4 on this side or so. So probably it'll get to like right here, and then all this will grow. It's 6 pages of bone blocks, so it's actually like a lot more bone meal than if I would have just done bones, you know? But alright, let's start it up. It goes through this Etsy farm, down into the bottom over here, up the water elevators, and into every single one of these. So this is one of the most compact farms you could make. What I like about this is that you can see everything that's happening. Everything's on showcase display, and this is something I like too. I made this little thing, the Bluetooth conveyor, bro. From every one of these, they'll just boop. Obviously, if you get close, you'll pick it up, but you know, aesthetic wise, it's pretty good. Although I could have literally just enclosed it and made it a bubble elevator. Like, it makes no difference in speed or anything. It just looks cool. I already had blaze rods in the farm, so I'm not sure if I want to include like a pricing for that, but I guess I could calculate how much it would take to fill it all up per module, because if you see over here, all these are divided into modules. So if you put your blaze rods, let's say you only put a certain amount of bones and you only want to run this first module, you just put the blaze rods in here, and then it'll only go into this one. And then if you go into over here, this one will run for the second module and then the third module. So it's a lot more divided. You have like control of which section you want to use. So yeah, I'll just set up a little montage going. But yeah, I'll put the pricing of blaze rods per module. That way you know exactly how much you're gonna be paying to run the farm. But when this farm does overfill, let's say it fills up all this and then starts coming all the way around here, once it gets to this point, it'll actually come into here, it'll drop down, it'll collect the excess kelp, and it'll like start fitting it back into a tunnel. That'll basically put it back into the farm. So there's very little loss in this farm. Oh, crap, I'm about to die. There's very little loss, if any. The only way that you could lose money on like the kelp being produced is if you put like 1,000,000 bones, which is outrageous. And you probably need another farm, not this one. The kelp module that we're using here is Etsy. I don't know exactly how much it makes per hour. The amount of bones that this can hold is 286,000. So you can hold 286,000 before it like you can't put any more bones in it. But the smokers can hold 250,000. So there's gonna be a little bit of overfill, but as I mentioned before, it'll just get put back into the system, into the conveyor. Each one of the modules requires 164,000 blaze rods to fill up. So if you wanted to put if you wanted to fill up one, it would be 164,000, 164,000, another 164,000, which would come up to like 500,000 in total to fill up the farm of blaze rods. And obviously this farm works best if you keep it running. So if you keep putting more and more bones in it, the longer it stays running for, the faster the kelp will get melted. Since the test that I'm running right now isn't really like a long-term test, it probably won't be accurate to what you would be making per hour, but it's a good representation of what you can expect if you were to put the same amount of bones that I did. Okay, so the farm has finally, well, I guess it didn't finish, there's still one there, but for the most part, all of it has stopped already. But yeah, let's go ahead and see how much I made. us about an hour of just letting the farm run. And yeah, it goes into different ones. Okay. Yeah. So just order this. Oh no. We're at 740. If it was at 750, it would be like a little bit more, but 25 mil. Now keep in mind that if you ran the farm consistently, it would probably make a lot more because you're like running all the smokers at the same time. So it takes a little bit to wind up for you to like get all the kelp and all the smokers. To get the kelp and all the smokers, but once it does fill up and you keep running it, keep constantly throwing in more bones, the farm could make you a lot more than just if you put a lot of bones at once. So for my example, I only put a certain amount of bones, but it cooks it up really quickly since there's so many smokers. If you want the schematic, I don't really have a Discord server, but if I get enough likes or comments, I'll open one up and put it there. But yeah, drop a comment down below if you want this farm, and I'll see you guys in the next one.